Okay, so hi everyone. Hi again. I'm Snir. I will be with you today in this trading room. And before we start, I would like to just to show you something new that we just launched as one of our services. We just add our trading idea area on the dashboard, and the idea behind this, it's under the trading idea, it's where you can share your idea. And I would like to show you first how it looks, and then it will be more clear for you. And I think I need to change the screen that I'm sharing with you. Just again, before we start, you can all hear me and see my screen. Just give me the sign. All right, great, thank you very much. I'm sharing a different screen. I guess you can see now what I'm talking about. It's part of our website. We just add this trading idea area where you can share your idea, see other idea from other traders, trading idea, of course, and you can comment to other traders' idea. You can get comments to your trading idea if you upload some, and you can get many and a lot of benefits from this community regards trading analysis, trading idea, or any other feedbacks that you would like to get for your system. So this is how it looks. That's the trading idea. Each one of them, as you can see, it's upload with a picture, and each one of you have probably a different templates that you work with. So each one of these pictures just represent a different trading idea. If you just click on this one, you get inside the idea and see the content of this trading idea that the specific trader just published. And you can leave a comment to this trader. And of course, you can also, through this area, add your trade idea. You can add your own trading idea and attach the picture if you want, and get more involved in this community and get more comments to your ideas. The way to get inside this new service is through your dashboard. Just try to show you this from this. All right, I can take this a bit down. So here it is in the middle. Okay, that's your dashboard. I guess most of you know how it looks. Let's go one step back. For those who doesn't know how to connect the dashboard, then you just need to use the login detail for the website and connect through the website from the login button, the yellow login button at the top right corner on the website. Okay. Once you get inside your dashboard, here is the community trading idea. Start share it now. Will just take you to the page that we just saw before. Okay, so this is our new service. I hope you get good benefit from this, and I hope you make good use of this service and be more involved and share your idea. And okay, so that's all for now from this dashboard. From the middle, as you can see, that's the way to get inside our new service, the trading idea. All right, so let's continue and go back to the previous screen. I'll share the charts now, and just let me know that you can see my chart. All right, great. Okay, thank you. So yes, we can go through the pairs that you ask, Bruno. No problem. We will start in another few seconds. So just to remind you, for those who doesn't know, you are more than welcome to write on the chat box your comments or requests. If you have any other specific pair that you preferred me to analyze and you want to get any comments regards some position that you're holding or something like this, be my guest, just write it down on the chat box. We'll try to answer all these requests. So I'll start with the euro against the GBP. All right, let's bring it. Euro against the pound. All right. So as usually I do, you probably know, I start with a higher time frame, and since it's Monday, I'm taking this technical analysis in order to answer for the curious of all the traders, the short-term scalpers or even the swing and long-term traders. Okay, so Monday usually it's to analyze the charts for the upcoming days, and of course, if we'll find some opportunity that relevant for today, we will discuss it. So let's start from the daily chart. This is the euro against the GBP. We can just see from the daily chart on from the left, we have no indication, and that means that the price didn't visit and didn't been that low for a long time, few months, I would say. This is the weekly chart, and we can see from the weekly chart that it seems that the price is just about to reach some demand level here. And in order to analyze this level much better and closer, we will go back to the daily chart and just roll back. Okay, we can see, by the way, very clear this demand. I always love to look at previous demand and supply and see how it works, or not maybe, but you can see very clear this demand, the few and the two small candles before the price run away from that level. This is the first, I would say, this maybe, or this is the first touch, and again and again and again here. And if you remember, every supply and demand after a while probably will become support and resistance, or we can say it on the opposite. Every support or resistance you see on the chart, originally it was supply or demand level. So here is the original demand. This is the first touch, and after the price visit this level few times, it became support level, as you can see, and after a while the price succeed to break out this support. Okay, so let's check a bit below here if we have something that we can see maybe in the 4H time frame. I would like to mark the lowest level that the price just been, which is here. All this, what we're doing now is just to get some indication where the price might stop, and if we have a good level to look for buy position. Here we can see this support resistance level, and that's the reason the price react to this level. And I do believe that a bit lower somewhere here, there is, I think there is a level that I would consider to buy. Let's roll back on the 1H time frame and see if we have all this history. All right, we don't have it. All right, so we will just take the 4H time frame and the daily time frame, and that's what we have for now. So I would consider to buy a bit lower if the price will go lower somewhere here. I would consider to buy on the first touch. I believe that the demand level is hiding somewhere here at the bottom of this area. Okay, let's go back to the present, and this is what we have now. And according to, it's not far away, by the way, it's about 55 pips from where we now. All right, so that's for the long term. I don't see any other interesting opportunity. This is the 1 hour time frame. and 15 minutes. And I think I would consider to sell, maybe if I go to the 5-minute chart, somewhere here. I would consider this level, but only as a short term, even a scalping position. Also, the same for this level here below. If the price back to this level here below, this is the 1-minute chart, I will consider to buy here as a scalper or short-term trader. And go back to the daily. That's the only thing that might be interesting for now. The rest is too far away. All right. Okay. So the next one I'll take, it's the AUD against the Kiwi. If you have any comments, please feel comfortable and write down on the chat box. All right. So that's the Aussie against the Kiwi, the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. And this is the daily chart. And according to this daily chart, if I would consider to do something here, it's maybe use this demand here below. This supply is not valid anymore because we already check here and it works fine. As you can see, it works perfect even so far. And above this, I don't see any other great opportunity. So we have only this demand below on the daily chart. Let's take a look on the 4H time frame how it looks. I would even take it a bit lower. It seems that the struggling before the price run away from that level is somewhere here. And 1H time frame, just to get a closer look. Here it is. I would consider to buy here. I would take the risk of this, maybe all this level even. It's about 40 pips, even less. So that's the only opportunity that I can see now, the only upcoming opportunity that I can see on this daily chart for swing or long-term traders maybe. And I would take this level and risk this small level here and buy on the first touch of the price at this level. But first, let's see if the price reached that level. And if I'm talking about selling somewhere, this is the 4H time frame. According to this chart, we are in a bearish momentum at the moment. And I would consider to sell maybe here above at the top. As a swing trader, long-term maybe, and it's also a great level for intraday short-term traders at this situation. So this is how it looks in this 15-minute chart. And I would even take it a bit up to this level. So that's the only two opportunity I can see now regards this AUD against the Kiwi. We can see also this is also it was a support before. So, and then it became a resistance at least once here. But it is a valid supply for now. So I would take the risk here and sell on the first touch of the price at this level. All right. So that's for the AUD against the Canadian. We will switch now to the pound against the dollar, and many of the pound pairs are, you'll get the same, not all of them, but many of them, you get the same unclear picture, at least for me. The momentum here is something, of course it is bullish, but you can see how it looks. It is powerless, the price struggling to create every time a higher high, just a bit above the previous one. as you can see here and here, and it's not a clear inconvenience uptrend. And I specifically, I don't like, or personally, I don't like this situation. I don't like to trade these charts when the trend is not clear and transparent and with power. You know, this is seems like, again, it's a bullish momentum. We cannot argue with this picture, but it seems powerless. It seems the price struggling to create every time a new high, and just a bit above the previous one, and it's not something that I really like to trade. Daily chart, we can call this situation also a compression. And compression is some situation of the price that represent a powerless movement, as you can see. And usually go against compression will give you good result, and many times even fast results. Okay, because when the price starts to go against the compression, there is nothing here from the left to stop the price. And usually if you see the price go against the compression, you'll see the price doing this movement very aggressively and fast. So, but again, we need to find a good reason to sell. We cannot sell just because we see here compression of the price. Okay, reason to sell is looking for one. There is two options. One of them is look here at the present situation and look for a price action setup, maybe in the lower time frame, look for a new supply in order to sell, or take a look on the far left and look if there is any supply that we are just about to reach. So on the left we have nothing, so we will change it just to the weekly chart to get a better look. And we have this level. I think we also discussed this, but let's do it again. This is the highest level the price was at the last 3 weeks. Okay, and I want to get a better look of these levels. Where exactly is the supply? Because probably there is a supply somewhere here or maybe at the top. So I'll change to the daily chart and roll all the way back. Now I remember that we discussed this level. Now we can see why this line that I marked up and just say this is the top level the price been in the last 3 weeks. You can see why exactly at this level the price stopped. You can see these few small candles, these two candles, and then drop down. This is great supply. That's the reason we see this price stop where it stopped, at least for now. Above this, we have somewhere probably here. Okay, so I would take this level on the first touch of the price. I'm curious to see if we have this level on the 4H time frame. That can be interesting, but I don't think we have it. We need to work on the history. All right, so let's keep it on the daily chart, and we are at this situation. Now you can see this is the first supply that you just saw on the left, the two small candles, and that's the reason the price stuck there. You can see the reaction every time the price touched this level. And above this one, we marked the next available supply here. So next time I would take the risk about this line and sell on the first touch of the price. Okay, my chances to be correct with this situation and to get a great profit are very high, because the price, at least for now, compressed all the way up. If the price will keep compressed all the way up until the price reach that level, it will be a great setup for a sell position, because the price just reached a powerful level from the left that we just saw with a powerless movement. So combine these two conclusions together, you have a good chance to succeed on this position. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's continue with the rest of the requests. All right. And the next, we'll go to the euro against the dollar. I think we just forgot to take it to the lower level, but I think also on the 15-minute charts, as you can see, it's became very risky, this movement. We can see this last demand here from the left. We can get the reaction here. And if I would take positions on these time frames on the pound against the dollar, I will do it only if I was a short-term intraday traders and roll my stop loss as fast as I can, because I specifically, I don't like these charts, but you can see this demand works perfect on the first touch here. And to be honest, for now, I don't see any clear level above here or here from the left. So I would stick with the long-term, swing-term opportunity that we just saw here above on the daily chart. All right, there are many other pairs that will give you a better and clear uptrend or downtrend on the short and the lower time frame. So the euro dollar, okay, this is daily chart. All right, and as we can see, since the price created here some kind of head and shoulders, a bit twisty. If you can see, this is kind of a small left shoulder. This is the head. This is the right shoulder. Maybe just I can see this, but never mind. That's not the point. Here below, we have some demand that the price probably, I think we also discussed this demand a long time ago. Here, to be more precise and more accurate, we go to the 1H time frame. This is how it looks. Okay, so at this level, I would, even here maybe, I think. At this level, I would take the risk on the first touch of the price, of course, only if the price reached there. And to be honest, the fact that I'm marking this level doesn't say that the price must get there, of course. Okay. Only if the price reached that level, I will buy on the first touch. Here we can see another example of previous demand, original demand here from the left, that the price touch here once, maybe here even the first time, then again and again and again and again. And it is not from now, but a long time ago, it is considered as a support level, not any more demand. So if we want to take the risk and try to get down with the price all the way to this demand, if we believe the price on his way to reach this demand, again, it doesn't mean the price have to reach there because we are waiting here. But if we think that the price might get there, maybe we can look for a sell position. And this is the 15-minute chart. To be honest, the 15-minute chart's also a bit similar, similar to the what we saw on the pound against the dollar. As you can see, it's, I would call it a ranging. It's not also in the 1H time frame. You can see it's ranging. Okay, so any position I would take here according to these lower time frames will be a bit risky. And despite this, I would take the risk above here. This is the 5-minute charts. This is 1-minute charts. I think I would take the risk somewhere here above. This is the level I would willing to risk here. Okay, all this level. And I mean, sell on the first touch. And as a target, I would try to take this position all the way down to this demand. Of course, I will roll my stop loss on the first opportunity and on and on. But I think it's not a perfect setup. But the risk reward potential here, it's great. I mean, if we wrong we can lose maybe 25, let's say even 30 pips. But if we correct, it's about 120 pips almost. So it's worth to take the risk. Okay. I would sell here on the first touch of the price. That's for the euro dollar. Someone asked about the euro dollar regards the position that he is currently holding. All right, waiting euro dollar between 1.2 and for build a position. Well, I'm not sure exactly what do you mean. And waiting for a euro dollar between 1.203 to 1.205. Sorry. Oh, you're waiting maybe, if I think I understand you correctly, you're probably waiting for the breakout here. Anyway, if that was your meaning, that's, I can understand that. But even if you're waiting for this breakout, let the price retrace and sell if you find a new supply. That's my suggestion. Of course, if you have any other strategy that works for you, keep doing that. All right. And okay. Well, okay. Someone asked about someone else that he saw on our blog, that someone passed an interview that we have in our blog, that someone passed 3 challenges. Yes, you ask if you allow to have more than one PM account. Yes. Okay, you can sign up to 3 different accounts or the same program accounts, whatever you want, and each one of them can become a PM account, and each one of them have the potential to get all the way up to the top level. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's continue and go up to go back to the previous request. And we continue with the pound against the AUD, pound against the Aussie. And here it is. Okay. So that's the pound against the Aussie. This is the, let's go and start with the daily chart. And as you can see, the price, it seems that the price just reached today or last Friday, just reached supply level here, which is about this area. I would like to see how this area looks in 1H time frame. Well, to be honest, I would take the risk here on the first touch, this level, and I think above this level we have this level. But let's focus on this one. And the price already touched this level, and even maybe past it. I put the line on the highest level the price just been few hours ago here, then roll back to see if the price, and it's here. So all this area is still valid. The price didn't succeed to break out this level. Okay. I would consider to sell here, not on the first touch because it's not relevant anymore. The first touch was already a cure. But for now, I would look for a good setup on the lower time frame to sell. At the moment we had, by the way, you can see this gap up that started this trading week. And as I told you, as you can see this picture of a few small candles and then gap up. At this situation, it is a demand. You can just imagine a huge green candle. In my template, it's green. So you can just imagine this huge green candle from here to here, from the opening to the close, all the way up. And that situation and the gap represent demand. By the way, you can see how the price compressed down here all the way down to this demand. And it's the same situation as we saw before in the pound dollar. It was just the opposite. Here we have a great compressed down into demand from the left, which is a great setup for buy position. And you can see how fast you get your results. Why the price take all this way up very fast compared to what we have here from the left? Because at this movement of compressing down, the price collect all the sell orders on his way down. There is no unfilled orders left on this area, and when the price start to go against this level, then nothing can stop the price from running all the way up. Okay, that's show you exactly what I was talking about before when we talk about the pound against the dollar on the daily chart, and that's a perfect situation here. So let's go back, because we just talk about that we need to look for a sell position now, and I would consider to look for a sell position only if the price will break out this demand first. And if that happens and the price will break out this demand and will create a new supply, then I let the price retrace this supply and sell on the first touch, of course, only if all that happened. So that's for the pound against the Aussie for now. Not a great timing now to sell on the first touch, because the first touch was already happened, but still have a great opportunity for a sell position as a swing or maybe long-term trader, because this is the supply that represents this daily situation. And if we take a look on the weekly chart, I think the price had a good chance to get lower and lower. Okay, 5-minute chart, just to see if we have something. That was a great level, by the way, for intraday short-term position, scalping, whatever you call it, on the first touch here, especially if the price reach all the way down this way as a compression, you can see. Okay, but it was that's all I have to do with the pound against the AUD for now. I will let the price break out this level here and see if I find some new supply to use it. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the next one that someone asked about, the dollar against the Japanese yen. Okay, long on dollar. Hi, Mark. First of all, I wish you all successful with this long position. And I'm not sure if you are long as a short-term intraday trader or swing long-term trader. So, but anyway, it seems like it works in all time frames now, this long situation. And I'll start with the daily chart. Okay. I'll just take a few seconds to read this message. Okay, we discussed the euro yen, so I believe it's good for you. All right, so let's continue. This is the dollar against the yen. And from this daily chart, I think in the last few weeks, I always say that I don't really like this chart, but it seems the price just about to reach some critical level here, maybe supply. I'll take a look on this 4H time frame. This is where are we now, and here above we have this level. 1H time frames. Let's take a look if we have all this. I think we should have, yes. So here or here or here, we don't have any supply. You can see how it looks. Not really convenience. I'll go to the left I think that's the next level that the price dropped down from and never came back. I'm not sure about this check or not this one. I still believe this level can bring some reaction for the price. So if I were a long-term trader or swing, that's the only level I would consider to sell on the first touch of the price, although it's a test of this supply. It's also not the best level to sell. Anyway, I would take sell position here, but very carefully, not the perfect one. And this is the 4H time frame. So let's go down, take a look down and to the left and see if we have some great level, maybe to join this bullish momentum that we just see now. We had this demand, the price didn't reach that demand. You can see where was the reaction. And we have this one at the bottom. To be honest, I would take the risk at this one at the bottom here. And I would buy here on the first touch of the price. Let's take a look on this 15-minute chart. Well, here it's where I would take the risk on the first touch of the price. And for now, I don't have any reason to sell, not even on the lower time frame. You can see how it looks in this 15-minute chart. We have maybe 15 pips that the price moved from here to here in the last few hours. So nothing interesting for the euro, for the dollar yen for now. US dollar yen short, if you mean short, and I don't see, at least according to supply demand method, I don't see any great opportunity to be in a short now. Maybe there is something here from the left at this level that can be maybe for short-term intraday traders. I think we lost it. All right, so this is where the price now. Well, sorry if I, okay, so still I don't have any clear opportunity for now for this pair. So I'm not sure about sell position. You are in a short position. I can give you also my opinion. In all time frame, at least the lower time frame, 1H, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, the price is bullish. If you have a very good reason to sell, go for it. But the price is bullish in all these time frames. In this situation, I'm not saying that when the price is bullish, we cannot sell, but only, at least me, only if I have a clear supply from the left, a very good and clear one. Okay. Next one, we'll take the Kiwi against the dollar. All right. Here it is. Okay. So daily chart, I think it's almost the same situation as it was a week ago when I just did with you the previous trading room, and this is the the daily chart, and you can see how the price is ranging. We can see it very clear from this weekly chart. Okay, the last few weeks, you can see how it looks. Of course, it's weekly charts and weekly candles, so it represents 130, 140 pips. But for weekly charts, you can see how the price became very crowded and ranging all the way aside. And we don't have any clear trend for the last few weeks. We can see it also in this daily chart. Okay. And for each time frame, until that level here, the price was in a very, very significant bullish momentum. But from that moment, the price didn't broke out this momentum very clear and didn't continue the uptrend. So this is what we have now. And I'm not really a big fan of arranging charts. So this is the 4H, this is the 1H time frame, then you can see it even more clear. We still can see some supply and demand that works, some of them not. And like this supply worked and had a nice reaction of the price. This demand broke out on the first touch here. Then the price create a new supply here above. This is the first touch. So to be honest, I wouldn't take the risk on this pair at any level now. Maybe here below, you can see this small demand. If you are scalpers or short-term traders, maybe you can take the risk here below. That's the only thing I can suggest about the Kiwi against the dollar for now. All right. So I think we take the last one will be how US dollar has a news in less than 30 minutes. That can be interesting. It's a I didn't took a look. It is a high impact news. I can check it soon. All right, so medium impact. I doubt it if we see something very dramatic in the price, but it's supposed to keep your eyes open. And yes, keep your eyes open and take a look, because the times that the price creates a new supply and demands, many times it's after a high impact news release. Okay, so that's all for this one. The last one I'll take, as someone asked, is the New Zealand against the Swiss. No, sorry, the dollar against the Canadian. All right. This is the dollar against the Canadian. Let's start with the daily chart. We are in a bearish momentum, very clear one, all the way down. This is the weekly chart. We can still in a bearish momentum here from the left. At least according to this weekly chart, we have nothing dramatic. Maybe until the price reach that, not exactly demand, it's a support level all this way, all this level, sorry. So daily 4H time frame, we had this great supply, we had this reaction. Above this, we have nothing here. So this is where are we now. If we looking for a good reason to sell on the first touch, 1H time frame, okay, so I would take the risk about here. Just would like to make sure and see how it looks on this 15-minute chart. And yes, I would take the risk here and sell on the first touch of the price. Roll my stop loss on the first opportunity. And if that happened, I'll try to take this position all the way down to this level here below. Okay, we have this risk. And about here or here, maybe that's the potential. I will just roll my stop loss on the first touch, of course, if this scenario will happen, and let the price run away from that level. So sell on the first touch. That can be the target, maybe even lower here. And 15-minute charts again, maybe for the scalpers, I think we can be more precise here at this level if we just do it here. All right. So that's all for this pair and for today, I think. Nothing else for the euro, US dollar, and Canadian. I will let this week to start and see if the price will create a new demand, new supply, and look for new opportunities. And for now, I really thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I wish you all a very successful trading week for now. So thank you. See you the next time. And don't forget, use our new trading idea area. It will be a great source for you and for other traders. All right. Thank you. See you the next time.